Hey, how's it going today, huh? Hey, I left I didn't leave. I told you about an idea a couple of years ago about a way that you could make some money, some extra money. And there was one person that sent me or gave me a comment. $20 a piece. That's chicken feed or whatever. Idiots. Hey, some people are just morons. And I've done this before, and so I know that it works. What you do, and I'll tell you again, for people that didn't hear me the first time. Now, if you don't want to make any money, put your earphones on and don't listen to me. If you want to make some money in a fast way, well, you have to wait for it. But this is what I encourage you to do. Take it from an old guy that's been around for a few years, and I know that this works because I've tested it, and it does work. Anyway, what you do is you go up and down the streets of your neighborhood. Go up and down the streets of a neighborhood that's affluent to some degree, that are nice homes, that aren't run down, that aren't, the scum or dumps the neighborhood. But go in a good neighborhood and take pictures of the house, of the front of the house from the street, one by one. If somebody's out in the yard or something, you can just tell them that, if somebody's out in the yard, you don't have to take a picture of their house. But if they ask you, or if they see you take a picture of their house and they freak out about it, just tell them you're doing kind of a research on the area and you're kind of taking pictures of homes and comparing it to how it looked years gone past, or you're kind of putting it in a time capsule type thing, so people that own the house 25 years down the road can see what it looked like today. That type of thing. I mean, say what you want. But anyway, so the idea is to take pictures. Don't go up to the person's house, from the sidewalk or from the street. Take a couple of pictures of their house and move on to another house, and just take pictures of the house, write down the address of the house. A good thing to do also, the best thing to do, is people that are building a home on a lot, take pictures of it to document the construction of that house as it goes up. Or if somebody's remodeling a house, remodeling an existing home, take pictures of that, either before and then, while when they're remodeling it or whatever, and then, put it away, in some files, and anyway, print them out, print the images out at Costco or whatever, and file them away. And 20 years or 25 years from now, either you, if you're young enough and you feel like doing it, or your kids can do this, but you take these pictures that are 20, 25 years old of someone's home, and you go up to their home with the 20-year-old photo showing what their house used to look like, and things have changed. The landscaping has changed. If it's a newly construction, of course, the people will be thrilled to see what it looked like going up, being built or a remodel job. But the point that I'm trying to make is people love to see what their house looked like 20 years ago or 25 years ago, because things have changed, Things are different. And for someone that loves their home, if they could buy a picture that showed the landscaping 20 years ago, maybe with the 20-year-old car in the driveway or whatever, people love that. And what you do is you say, this is what I have. We took some photographs in the neighborhood about 20 years ago, and this is what we have on your home. It's for sale. It's just something, kind of a project that we did. If you would be interested in buying this, it's $20, and it's not a hard sale. People aren't going to say, "Oh no, I wouldn't be interested in that. I can't believe that you're even showing me that." People, for the most part, love to see it, and there's going to be a good percentage of people that say, "Yeah, sure, I'll buy that." And they whip out $20 bill or 2 tens and give it to you, and you're off to the next house. But people that say, "Oh, you're doing all this work for $20? Duh. Doing all what work, And when you print up the photos, you do it on a bulk rate, so you get a lower cost per photo down. I don't know. It's something that I've done, and I know that it works. That's one way of making money. There's always other ways of making money. Going out into parking lots, for instance, and walking up and down the parking lot, like of Kmart or Walmart or a big store where there's a lot of traffic. Early in the morning, you go out there and you hunt for change. You look for change on the ground. The people, they're fumbling around in their pocket to get their car keys out, and all of a sudden, they drop a quarter on the ground, and they're too lazy to find it or to pick it up or whatever, or rolls under their car, whatever. But there's money out there if you're smart enough to look. There's money that people drop. You go up to a fast food joint like McDonald's or Wendy's or somewhere, and there's people all the time that are, you're giving the person that inside the fast food place some change or something, and you drop a dime or you drop a quarter or whatever, or they're giving you something, you don't hold of the change properly, and it drops or whatever. You don't have time, and it's too dark or whatever. You don't look for the quarter that dropped. It's just there. So you get up early in the morning. It's good exercise for you. Get up early in the morning, walk around the parking lots, look for this change that people dropped the night before, and also the drive-through places, and look for change there. You can go into a laundromat. A lot of times people are using the dollar bill changer and getting quarters or whatever, or they're putting quarters in the machine or whatever. Sometimes they drop a quarter and it rolls underneath the machine area or underneath the candy bar machine or something, and people are too lazy. They're not going to bend over and try to fish that out of the bottom or of the machine or whatever. So you go in there with your yardstick or your ruler or whatever, and you fish that stuff out, baby. And you'll find quarters and stuff that rolled under the machines or under the candy bar machines, so forth. You're not going to get rich, but there's money to be made. What about the kids that go into they go into a park where there's sand and they swing and there's tricky bars and there's all kinds of things, and they drop change in the sand and they can't find it? Well, you go out there with your metal detector early in the morning and find the change that the little kitties dropped. There's ways. It sounds stupid, I know, but But you know, you're not going to get rich. The best thing is the photo thing. You know, people love to see photos. I mean, think about it. If you bought a house that was the home was 20 years old, and you'd never seen it being built before, or how it was when it was a vacant lot or something, and somebody comes up to your door 20 years later and has a picture when it was just a frame, when two walls were just framed, you know, and that was your house being built, wouldn't it be worth $20 to you to have that? To have that as a history of your home? I mean, how hard is that to, you know, take pictures of homes and put it in the archive? You don't have to print them up then if you don't want, you know, just kind of put them on some disks or in files on your computer or whatever. But that's just a little way to make money, you know. Go to casinos. There's people that go into the parking lot of a casino, and they're drunk. Some of them are drunk and they fumble around for their keys, and all of a sudden a 5-spot goes out of their pocket, or a couple of dollar bills or something. And they don't even know. They don't know what's going on. They don't know they dropped money. There's money to be made, you know, if you're at the right place at the right time. But people know about these little tricks, and they're there. They're Johnny on the spot. So you have to get up early, like the parking lot thing, and go out and go walk around the parking lot. It's good exercise anyway. What have you got to lose? You get up early in the morning and go over to Walmart parking lot early in the morning, you know, when the sun's just coming up, you know, when it's daybreak, and walk around the parking lot and look for a quarter or a dime or a nickel. I did that one time, and I did, you know, I found maybe 35 cents. Not a lot of money, but it was money, and I got exercise, and it was kind of fun, you know. You're not going to get rich unless you find, you know, a couple of 5 spots that somebody dropped or something, but even that's not going to, you know, make you rich. But there's ways to make money if you get off your deadbeat ass and you know and try a few new things that you've probably never thought about. Have you ever thought about taking pictures of people's homes? The best thing is to take a picture of their home when the home's being built, or when the home, even when a home is being torn down to rebuild another home. You take pictures of the house that used to be there, or you take a picture of the house being torn down, you know, and then you go to them 20 years later. I know 20 years is a long time to wait, but it's something. I mean, if I had my neighborhood that I live in, if I had pictures of everybody's house here decent homes, you don't want to take pictures of dumps, because once a dump, always a dump type thing. Well, not always, but the rule of thumb it is. But go into affluent areas and take pictures of homes. And, you know, if my parents had done that, taken pictures of homes 20, 30 years ago, and I had this inventory of houses, how they looked 20 to 30 years ago, and all I had to do is take the photo up to someone's door and say, this is your house, what it looked like 25 years ago. And it's a project that my family did years ago. It's $25 or it's $20, whatever. $20. Stick with $20 because it's easy for most people to open up their wallet or the purse and take a $20 bill out. But how hard is that, you know? It's not hard. And, you know, go up and down a few streets, you're probably going to sell, you know, I don't know, 5 to 10 of them in a couple hours. I mean, what's that, you know? $100 to $200 for a few hours of work. Oh, that's a stupid idea. Well, if you don't like my ideas, then, you know, then don't listen to them, you know? If you think I'm full of shit, then you'll think I'm full of shit. I don't care. I'm trying to do this because I care about you. I really do. I've done some pretty interesting things in my life, and I'm trying to pass these tidbits of wisdom and information to you. Now let's talk about something else. Let's talk about YouTube partnership program. I've been in a partnership program with YouTube, and then they discontinued the partnership because I didn't have 1,000 subscribers. But during that time, I think over a period of like 7 years, I made like $102 or some ridiculous amount. When you're in the partnership program, for every 1,000 people that click on an ad that runs across your video, for every 1,000 clicks, you might, I don't know, golly, you might make 5 cents. Beautiful. I'm over 1,000 subscribers now. Today I'm 1,014, which is nice, and I appreciate my subscribers. But I'm not rushing to re-enter the partnership program with YouTube because there's no money in it. What am I going to make? An extra 68 cents a month? I've got 320 videos, something like that. They've taken the monetization off of some of them because I said that I thought Trump was a nice guy, or you know, I thought the ladies' march, I can't remember where it is, where the ladies were wearing vagina hats, things like that, making fools of themselves. I thought that was dumb and stupid, and wasn't projecting a good image of an average woman. Well, they took the monetization off my videos because people wouldn't want to advertise with me. Duh. So anyway, I'm not rushing out to to try to sign up for the to have my videos monetized again because there's no money in it. The only money there is maybe having a live stream and having a what do you call that chat? Can't remember the name of it now, but it's a chat where the people's comments that donate something to you is highlighted in a color. And those people have donated to you, and so it's a way that the person that's doing the live chat or live stream can read your comments, on the air or whatever you want to call it. But the problem with that is, I mean, that's a heck of a lot better source of money making than it is to have your videos monetized. But on that chat thing, for every I think YouTube gets 30% of whatever people donate to you, which is okay. I mean, I can't fault YouTube for the most part. I can't fault YouTube because none of us would be able to do this or have this ability to talk or be creative or be stupid or whatever unless YouTube had this platform to do. So I give YouTube credit for that. But as far as getting rich on stuff, having your videos monetized isn't going to make you any money. I mean, I can make an extra 65 cents a month maybe if I'm lucky. Why is it worth it? I could go out to Walmart parking lot in the morning and find that amount on the ground, So the chat thing's probably the best thing, and have people donate to you. But people that think that the 1,000 subscriber mark is a magical number to the kingdom, and once they are able to partnership with YouTube, they're going to make hundreds of dollars a month because they have 1,000 plus subscribers, and from there on it's going to be a gravy train and a free ride to riches and fame. It's not. You're not thinking properly, because that's not the case. Yes, some money is better than no money. I agree with that. But if you think you're going to make hundreds of dollars because you've suddenly got 1,000 subscribers and you can suddenly partnership with YouTube, that isn't going to happen. So, you know, put your wishes and your hopes on other things besides that, because that's not realistic and it's not going to happen. Anyway, that's my 5 cents for the day. And I hope you've learned something. You know, if you don't want to take photos of people's homes, don't. You know, I don't care. But it's a sleeper. It's a sleeper if you want to take pictures of people's homes and then just sit on it for 20, 25 years. Maybe it's something you want to give to your kids. If you can explain to your kids, look, kids, this is such and such avenue or such and such street 20 years ago. Look at the old cars in the driveway. You know, the landscaping's different. Sometimes things are different, you know. But it's just fun for homeowners to see what their house looked like 20, 25 years ago. And it's also fun for people having in their possession that photo that they can sell to that person and pocket $20, baby. But if you don't think it's worth it, I mean, it's a lot of hard work. It really is going door to door with a picture of their house that was taken 20, 25 years ago. It's a horrible thing to do. You can always come down. If they hesitate, say, well, I don't know, how about $10? You can't go up. You can't start at 20 and say, okay, it's $30 or $25. You have to start at 20 or 25, whatever, and come down. It's called negotiation. You know? People love to think they're getting a good deal. People love to go to a garage sale or a flea market or an antique show or whatever and Jew people down. People love to think they're getting a great bargain. But, you know, just think about it, you know. I would love, if my parents would have done this years and years ago, and I would have got all these photographs of people's homes, I would have loved that, because I know it's a gold mine because I've done it. How have I done it? Well, I've done it through old newspapers. I have pictures of people's homes through old newspapers, where it was a model home or where the home was for sale and they had a picture of their home. Sometimes the city has, at least they used to have the county assessors go from home to home taking pictures of people's homes, and then they put it in a file. Well, if you can get access to those homes that the county assessor took for tax assessment purposes, and I've done it before, people love to see what their house looked like. It's just a no-brainer to make money, you know. But if you think I'm full of crap, then, you know, I've been called worse things. Anyway, that's my 5 cents and my wisdom for the day. If you don't like it, then you don't have to do anything with it. But anyway, I just thought I'd pass that on to you because I know it works. I know people like to look at their house 20, 25 years ago. If someone brought up a picture of my house and it was 20, 25 years old and the trees were different and the landscaping was different and the color of the wood was different, whatever, I think that'd be cool to have that, you know? I think it'd be cool to have that. But not everybody thinks like me. I know that. So anyway, hope you have a good day. You people that have subscribed to me, I do appreciate you, your subscriptions. I appreciate your likes. I appreciate the time of you people coming and viewing my videos on my channel. Anyway, it boils down to people looking at people's videos, and I hope you'll come back And I hope that you have a good day. Thanks for tuning in.